Hey, this is Jeremy with Avocatus, and we have a stripped bolt. We need to install our firing pin and our extractor. So let's go ahead and cover that. So we're just going to do it in the reverse process. If you saw our disassembly video, just do it in the reverse process. So the first thing that we need to do is take our extractor and ensure that we have our spring and install it into our bolt face. Now you want to make sure that your extractor, that the claw hook is that it's oriented correctly so it's able to grab onto that case head and to be able to pull it from the chamber when it's extracting during that process in the cycle of operations. Now, as we discussed in the last video, if you press and compress that spring, you can look into the hole and you can see where it's clear, where now your pin is going to be able to fit. So that's how I kind of like to do it. Once I make sure that my extractor is properly oriented, okay, did that, I push it in, and I look through the hole here, and I make sure that, okay, yep, that's going to fit. Then I take the flat side of that pin, and I just push it on in there, get it started. Now, if you need a little bit more help, get yourself some needle nose pliers, and just give it a turn. Just twist it into place while you're pressing on it. So now we've got it started. My extractor isn't going anywhere, but it's going to have to be pushed all the way down because this is going to allowing clearance for our other pin. The other pin is actually going to do this. Is going to go like so. If I can do this where you can see it, our other pin needs that clearance in order to go through. Okay, so the easy way to do that is just take some needle nose pliers. Whoops. Get this started again. Popped out. And just push it on in. Now, I leave a little bit up. I leave it, instead of getting it flush, because the way I like to do this is we get this, we go ahead and start your pin, and that'll help you visualize how this thing needs to be clearanced, where this part is going to need to go in. And when people don't do this properly, and you don't take the time to orient that, or maybe you just don't know, then when you go to push this pin in, you end up beating the ever-loving bejesus out of it, and you end up messing up this pin. You bend it, or you swell the end of it like it's a rivet, and that's not how this needs to go. It really just is kind of a smooth operation. So with my skinny little needle nose pliers here, and I can take the tip of the needle nose, and again I'm putting tension on the extractor there, but I can just kind of push that down the rest of the way. And again, it has to be just shy of flush there. So now, and here I'll put that back in there so we can use this. So now we're going to start this pin. We start the pin here for our firing pin. Now our firing pin, up toward the front, you'll notice that on one side it has this clearance section. And that is how the pin retains it. That's how it's being held in. So we have to make sure that that part is aligned. And the easy way that I like to do it is I just go ahead and I start the pin, and then making sure that our clearanced part is on the correct side, I just push it straight in, making sure not to twist it. So now I believe that side is lined up and clearanced for my pin. Now again, this pin it just goes in snugly. It doesn't need to be, you shouldn't have to beat the thing in. It just needs some love taps. That's why I got the small whacker instead of the big one. So then, just give it some taps, and we want that to be flush. So you notice when there's a different sound. When instead of just hitting that pin, when the face of your hammer hits the lug as well, and it flushes, and you could feel it, use your fingertip or thumb or whatever, or fingernail. Make sure that that's flush. And then the way that we check it is just rattle your firing pin. Yep, that's being retained, and everything is good to go. So that is how we populate our bolt. For this case, it's our Galil. So thank you very much. I appreciate your attention. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, follow. Thanks.